Again, like Virginia's for lovers, West Virginia's for fuckers.
You were unmuted prior to that.
I stand by what I said.
But yes,
We
welcome
stand by Virginia.
everyone. Welcome to the
I don't know if I
stream.
could stand by Virginia, but
This is our this is going to be our last stream for the month of November. We are going to go on a hiatus, and we will let you know when we're going to be picking up back again in December. But that's beside the point because my name's Obsidia. I am everyone's favorite Death Knight and the DM of this campaign, Nexus Forlorn Legacy. As is tradition, we're going to be doing round the table introductions before a brief session recap, and we just jump the fuck in because we have a lot to cover today. So without further ado, what's up, B?
hi, my name is Beatrix Spunny. I'm a taxidermy jackalope brought to life by the power of love and slightly mad science. I do variety stream, usually focused on roguelikes, digital artwork, and RPGs. If those interest you, then consider checking me out. I also run a alt history Wild West horror campaign in the Deadlands system and setting with Obsidia as one of the players. And I have a big donathon to raise money for nonprofit near and dear to me, Operation Hammond. That's going to be starting on Friday at 3 p.m. EST. It is going at least probably 24 hours, so plenty of time, plenty of fun to be had, hopefully, and hope to see folks there. Tonight, though, more importantly, I am playing as Feng-chen Wong, the hobgoblin artificer of the group and the very stressed out new dog owner.
Thank you, B. Next up, we got Maris.
Hello, I'm Maris Aurum. I'm a Celestial Dragon VTuber. I specialize in storytelling streams where we talk about all things books and literature. We're currently doing a read through of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein because, as is his way, Guillermo del Toro has altered my brain chemistry. And I also run my own D&D campaign on the side. It's called The Trial of Hearts. It's an ode to all things romantic fantasy. So if you like drama and intrigue, a dash of mystery, and plenty of romantic shenanigans, definitely check it out. All the episodes are on my YouTube channel. But while I'm here, I throw all of those brain cells straight into the garbage and I play Soleil, the party fey tiefling werewolf himbo man, and it's a great time.
Thank you, Maris. Next up, we got Sif.
Hi, it's me, Sif underscore VTuber, real ass knight, real ass artist. Nothing major except for a community art night at the end of the month, last Friday of the month, in fact, and I run Curse of Strahd. It is very much in the back burner as I reorganize things and also deal with a new hyperfixation of rewriting Dragonlance in my free time. The brain is wrinkled. The brain is so fucking wrinkled. Anyways, I'm very happy to be back again as Nafisa, little silly stone dragon girl with her little stone horse-sized dog. I have to remember to include horse-sized from now on. But yeah, it is very good to be back. I love you guys.
Technically pony size because she's medium. She's not big enough for you to ride yet.
Oh no, I can ride her now according to
I thought it was regardless. Thank you, Sif. Next up, we have Aurora. I'm sorry.
Same thing, right? Hello everyone. My name is Lily. I am an artist that draws a lot of D&D stuff. Have been drawing a lot of things from different campaigns that I'm in, including Maris's Trial of the Hearts. I'm working on a new Aurora piece right now. Fortunately, was not quite ready for today, but look forward to any of that. I love drawing my blorbos. But yes, as of tonight, I am playing Aurora, who is a sheep satyr painter, and certainly I'm very nervous for tonight, but we'll do great.
Thank you, Aurora. I appreciate it. Sorry, Lily. You're just indistinguishable at this point. You're both autistic girl failures. I'm sorry.
Both breeding imps.
Woof.
But yes, thank you everyone. Previously on Nexus Forlorn Legacy, our heroes are attending this big fancy ball in honor of Federation Day, the most important day in the United Federation of Allied States, the region of the world that the characters are somewhat based in the fair city of Vennonia. In addition to Federation Day, it is also the birthday of the current most serene Dogessa of Vennonia, Aria Ricci. And so the ball is somewhat in honor of Federation Day, but mostly in honor of her. And the party was invited as kind of emissaries on behalf of their employers, the Dragon Moms, the Ladies of Light, which caused a little bit of hiccups with their handler slash chaperone, Zelik Karin, the trusty little kobold who usually would be attending this with her boyfriend. But the party managed to get her boyfriend to come along as their driver for their car. And so they attended the party. They started meeting and talking and getting publicly humiliated by the various fancy people at the event. Specifically, last session, the Aurora began talking to a strange clown wizard who very much poo-pooed her whole theory of magic and basically said, hey, if you want to actually become a real wizard, let me know, and I can see great things for you in the future. Nafisa proceeded to say more things that could be horribly twisted in the news to a moth reporter, Alessandro Vitali. And they had this moment where they were able to reconvene, and they were approached by a pair of elves from the from the country of Avalon, where they were High Lord Reese Dunaray and his lovely wife, Lady Maeve Dunaray, who chatted them up, had various barbs and threats in High Sylvan with Soleil, before taking a not quite a selfie, because they had actually one of their people take it for them, with Nafisa. The party decided to dance together, willy-nilly and quite silly. And at the very end of the session, there was a big announcement that the Dogessa and her ducal consort were arriving. The Dogessa Aria Ricci is a 7-foot-tall secretary bird harpy, and her husband, the ducal consort, Henri Devar, is a chain devil tiefling. And then they have their daughter, Dominica. And they had just entered the announcement, and it was time for the various people in attendance to go do their greetings and supplications to the Dogessa in honor of her birthday and the event. And so we will just dive right back in there. So you guys see, of course, the Dogessa in her, her white gown with its deep neckline, her large mithril and adamantium holy symbol of the Tetrarchy, her daughter with her metallic colored feathers and red face as a mixing of the lineage of her, her chain devil father and her burb mother. The mother was also her 12-foot long train to her dress is being held up by a series of mechanical birds. And you know that everybody is beginning to line up to basically say their greetings. So, oh yeah, Zelik got drunk and went outside. I forgot to mention that part. She figured that you guys were causing enough harm with her being present. How much worse could it be without her? So we will jump back in there. So guys, what do you want to do?
I imagine, just unless others have something to say about it, if everybody's sort of taking their turn, they're coming to each of us individually in turns, then Aurora would probably lean towards just being polite and waiting, but I will let anybody else that wants to be a bit more forward if they want to.
I think being patient is the play here. I agree.
Nafisa's gonna wave hi at them.
Nafisa, make an insight check.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Where?
What did you do?
That is a 15.
Uh,
They're my best friend, right?
you notice that if it's only because the Dogessa is so tall and kind of elevated above everyone right now, she does see you wave, and her head kind of twitches to the side, kind of like a bird, like when it moves, to see you do that. But then she returns to talking and greeting with the various dignitaries. But yeah, if you guys want to wait, it goes through the motions. Obviously, the first person in line is High Lord Reese Student Ray, who he had mentioned in conversation. He's actually the god's father to the Dogessa, and you see him give her like very much the European kiss, except he's significantly shorter than her, but she does kind of bend over a bit so he can be able to do it because she's 7 feet tall and he's 5'6". And they chat for a while. He gestures to a series of presents in like the present corner, where there's also this very large object that has been draped over in like very expensive silks in the pattern of the city of Enonia with the dove motif. And he then proceeds to hand a very like fluffy, like stuffed animal kitty doll to Dominica, the 5-year-old harpy daughter. And Aurora and Soleil could tell that this doll is clearly based on a kind of cartoonish Cheshire version of Ikashi, the Prince of Cats. So it's a little fey kitty stuffed animal.
Cute.
And the daughter chirps in delight as she holds up the stuffy and squeezes it. And Reese smiles at her, and he shakes Henri's hand, and they chat for a bit in High Sylvan, and then they depart, and it begins cycling through the various dignitaries. So as you guys are waiting in line, you see that everyone is putting on their best for meeting with the Dogessa. You notice specifically Nafisa would pick up on this more just because she talked to the ambassador. You notice that the two drow ambassadors obviously keep sizable distances between each other, since they are on opposite sides of a several century long conflict. But whenever they get to the Dogessa, they are especially fawning, and you notice they have provided significant gifts and presents to her and her family and stuff, and presumably to garner favor. And you notice as they are presenting their gifts, their own staffs and factors and stuff are taking notes about what the other one is doing, as they try to presumably jockey for influence with the Dogessa. But it's probably about it's probably actually about 20 minutes before you guys even get close to her. It's because there's several hundred people here, and
Right.
you guys are very low on the importance totem pole of this event.
What do you mean?
So when the time finally comes, they're all standing there, looking very dignified. The daughter is 5 years old, so despite her being very fancily dressed in her very poofy white dress, she's kind of just playing with it and kind of swishing about and mostly making silly sounds with her new stuffed animal. And her father tries to get her to kind of stand in some level of decorum as the various dignitaries are are offering their greetings, but she apparently is not amenable to such things.
What do you mean a 5-year-old wouldn't like to just stand around and listen to adults talk?
Yeah. um, but yes, finally the four of you arrive in front of the three of them. What do? You know that well, everybody but Soleil obviously knows that because of the significance of stature differences, that it would be appropriate for you guys to bow, curtsy, whatever, and offer your greetings and introductions to them first.
Yes.
All right.
I think
Certainly. Deep bow.
say a very deep bow before just kind of going to seeing if does the Dogessa extend out a hand for no? Okay.
No. You would know that wouldn't be necessarily appropriate based on that you guys are so far beneath her in position.
It was fair.
Like, you guys are commoners and she is the ruler of this city, and so it would, for decorum, that would be more of something that equals or somebody of significance would do. It's more of an acknowledgement of you rather than, that kind of level of familiarity.
Okay. Then probably go to properly introduce ourselves and just be like, good evening. We are the Free Company Romance Dawn in service of the Ladies of Light. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Aurora, and these are my companions.
Nafisa,
Hello.
sorry.
Hello. I am Feng-chen Wong. And may I say my and our deepest thanks for extending the invitation, and my deepest apologies that the ladies were not able to attend tonight.
Everybody make insight. Nafisa and Soleil, what do you guys do?
All right, do we also make the insight at the same
everybody is making insight, but the other two have already done their intro, so I was just curious what you got.
Okay.
Look at those sevens. You'll love to see it.
It's a lucky number. Nafisa is going to recognize the others. The other two did a bow, so she's going to do a simple bow and then say, "Hi, I'm Nafisa. It is lovely to meet you. Thank you for having us." And Obs, sorry if I misheard. You mentioned a 5-year-old. Is that part of? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the Dogessa's daughter, Dominica Ricci. She's a little harpy girl playing with a kitty.
Nafisa is going to kneel down to be at eye level with the 5-year-old and say, "Hi, you look really bored here."
Soleil, what are you doing?
I was also gonna talk to the child, but now I won't.
No! Join me on this. Kneel with me. Kneel with me, brother.
No, I agree. That's the right choice.
I think Soleil will give adequately proper greetings and birthday well wishes. But I think he's gonna notice that little stuffy in her hand, and also kind of kneel down, looking to the Dogessa real quick. Just if I may, I think I got something that I think she'll like, and I like to think that on his person, just by virtue of their long-standing friendship relationship, Soleil has a little fey charm on him that's reminiscent of Prince or Ikashi, and he'll hand it over to her and be like, "I think your friend might like to wear this. It'll bring you good luck."
Okay, I imagine it's like a little grinning, Cheshire head that you'd get at a Hot Topic, as like a keychain. And the insight was, first of all, Feng is the only one who would pick up on this. Bug, you
Yay.
notice about the, when you say like, oh yes, thank you for, extending the invitation. I'm sorry that the ladies, declined. And you notice that there's a bit of amusement on not the Dogessa, but on her husband's face at that comment. Like it's clearly this is something that, even you know this from talking to Zelik, but they have been extending this invite for decades. Long before this Dogessa, they've always extended the invite, and the ladies have never come. So it's kind of a, yeah, you guys were the ones who were selected to come on behalf of them, I guess. That's just kind of the vibe that you get from Henri. So
Hey, I'll take that. It's not active disdain for us yet, so
no, you do notice that they don't seem to be disdainful of you guys. There is at least something that Fung can pick up, is that there is a degree of amusement at you, the fact that you are attending this at all, considering your comparatively low stature. So it's kind of an amusing, like, this is what the Ladies of Light have decided to send to our event this year. And now to Nafisa and Soleil, you see that Dominica like lights up when Soleil extends out the little keychain, basically, and she looks up at her dad, who smiles and gives a nod, and she will take the keychain from you, and then she holds up her cat and the keychain to her dad, who kind of chuckles to himself as he gets to one knee, and he clips the keychain like around a little collar on the stuffed animal's neck, so it's kind of like a bell, as he hands it back to her. And she makes this chirping sound in delight, and she goes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you like it.
You're really horny, aren't you?
Yes, we are all very horny. In fact, I have recently become horny myself.
And she looks at the four of you.
Oh,
We also have wait, is Omega's with us, right?
Yeah, Omega. Omega's kind of just standing behind, being quiet.
token hornless.
Yeah, taking hornless.
Oh, give it a bit, it'll spread, it'll catch on. We also have another member who also has horns. This is my dog Nix. He's currently waiting in our car, and Nafisa's gonna pull out the photos and the journal to hopefully entertain child that has been forced to deal with adult talk all day.
Wow! She doesn't have eyes. How does she see?
She sees really good, really, really good. There's a lot of animals in the world that see differently from us.
But she doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, well, bats hear with their ears, right?
Is she a bat?
No, she's a dog, but a very special dog to me.
Daddy
She
doesn't
can
have
see.
horns.
Aww.
I'm sure he is still very adequate, I certainly hope.
Yeah, he can be horny one day too.
Oh,
May I ask, young mistress, have you a favorite color?
She looks up at her mom. Then she looks up at her dad. Green.
Well, I cannot say this will last for too long, but for a night as special as tonight, if I may have my familiar deliver some magic. She does a little clap, and Zhao Hongd shuffles out of the collar to gingerly bap a paw on her dress, and I am using magic tinkering to have it faintly glow and sparkle green for
Um,
as long as it's tinkered.
Unfortunately, as you try to do that, one of the guards is very quickly counterspells it. Because you're just casting a spell on the
Oh,
daughter
it's
of.
not a spell.
Is
Oh,
it
is
a
it the
cantrip
magical
or?
tinkering?
No, it's just a class feature.
I know, but it's magic tinkering, and it duplicates
I
a spell
it
effect.
I guess I honestly never thought about it.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense though.
yeah. And just shutting it down because without knowing more, they're not going to let you just cast spells on the child. Um,
Very well. In respect of that, can I tap the charm that was given then?
sure.
All right.
So
It's very much one of those moments of like, and I signed the card too.
um, yeah, you do notice when you tried to like reach over the Dogessa's talons on, she's got her large, bird-like talons with all their rings and like gold painting and stuff on them. They definitely clack against the ground as you extended towards her. But once you do it to the charm, it's kind of you notice there is a visible tension that has dissipated. Um, but the as you make little prince's keychain turn green, um, you you see that her father Henri kind of looks at you all and goes, um, "Thank you for the presents for my daughter. It seems that she is very appreciative of the gift in light of what has already been presented to her. So I thank you for your offering," he says with his very clear Leonese accent.
Yeah, of course. I mean, sorry we don't have an adequate gift for the actual belle of the ball here, but we are mighty thankful to have been invited, and it's a nice party you got going on.
Um, you also notice that like they've got this really poofy dress, and kind of popping out of the really poofy dress is a very fluffy like dove, like a very like cartoonishly round like borb um that is very fluffy and soft, and it has like blue sapphire eyes which have clearly like magical irises inside of them, like glowing magical irises. It actually kind of reminds you of Omega in a bit of a way, but this little soft, floofy borb pops out of the dress and kind of nuzzles against Dominica. And you notice that Fug can obviously tell that this is a homunculus. So this is clearly an artificer's mechanical, magical creation. And she giggles as the borb kind of nuzzles her. um, but the Dogessa will look down at you guys and say, "We are always welcome to see the emissaries of the Ladies of Light attend one of our events. Clearly, the fact that you have been selected means that you have been placed in some trust by your mistresses."
That is true. We have performed duties on their behalf all across different parts of this world.
Hopefully that they have been of great benefit to the world itself and to this great city that we find ourselves in.
Yes, we've only gone around doing our best to help people and piss off bad people and, well,
How,
help
well,
whoever needs help.
You hear
So
Henri
yes.
snort and you saying "piss off" as the Dogessa kind of like her face tightens a little bit as you say that in front of her daughter.
What
I
she
like that
means
word.
by that is any sort of folks that put down those below them. Uh, we try and make sure that everyone is well taken care of.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys ever need any help, don't be afraid to ask us, okay? We'd be more than willing to.
Piss off bad people! You hear the daughter say.
Oh no!
No,
What have
no,
we
that's
done?
She's very right.
And you
Oh
just hear
no.
Audrey is just really trying everything he can to not laugh right now. Um, so noted. The Dogessa says. And she will follow up with, if we have a task that would be suitable for your services, we will ensure that your mistresses are properly informed.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say we will look forward to it, but if you need help, it's probably not a good thing. But I will always be looking forward to seeing this little one again.
She gives you a big serrated, fangy smile. The mix of teeth-legged harpy is all shark teeth. um,
I already thought she was hot, Obs. You
no,
don't
this
need
this is the,
to
this is the
cry.
child.
It's the
This is the child.
Oh.
Sorry, that was the child. uh, uh, yeah, and so she just gives you a big smile. And the Dogessa will turn to Feng and say, I noticed that you have a homunculus of your own.
Yes, I do indeed.
If you are an artificer of some skill, perhaps you would find suitable employment assisting some of my staff in the creation of our birds.
I would certainly be happy to attempt so. What, oh, perhaps I should respect if you do not wish to mix business with a night of pleasure. But I am certainly more than willing to engage with the artificers that you have. Indeed, any such professionals that you would wish to uh, create such birds. I cannot say I've ever made one before, but it would certainly be an enjoyable challenge.
Excellent. I've been refining my family's creations for some time now. You've likely seen them throughout the lower spires helping process the various pollutants in the air.
Ah, yes. They are quite remarkable in their efficiency and in the sheer number that have been employed at once.
I simply created the prototype. My staff and the wonderful people at the universities of our city ensured the mass production. But anything that we can do to serve our city and to help our people, we will.
Of course.
Uh, and she will extend down one of her arms to the very fluffy Borb as it kind of hops into her hand, and she whispers something into its quote unquote into its ear before passing it over to her daughter again, and it starts just singing this very like melodic kind of like children's song. And the daughter kind of giggles at it. And she goes, I believe the very fundamental of creation has to do with love. After all, what is the point of creating something if it is not to help those you love?
Very true.
That is a wonderful sentiment. I do wish there was not as much motivation by profit by some of the industries at large.
Uh,
Yes, Aurora.
yeah, I was saying I myself hail from Erixia, and one of the things that I very much want to do is to tell the story of the people that I love from back then through my artwork. So, rings real true for me too.
Ah, wonderful. Well, hopefully you will have such opportunities. Now that you exist in a freer place than where you've come from, you have all of the chances to show the world your beautiful insights.
Of course.
Uh, Unfortunately, I believe we have more guests to attend to, but thank you for your words. And she looks over at Nafisa as she says words.
Oh no. Nafisa just smiles back, completely unaware.
Um, and may you enjoy the rest of the night's festivities. And with that, the guards kind of shoo you guys away.
I think that went well.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you don't feel good about that?
I mean, I think it went fine. I really wish, upon me mentioning where I'm from, I didn't constantly get weird looks.
Yeah, people don't seem to like that.
No, they don't.
People
It's
do
okay,
seem
well,
to routinely believe that you are much freer now than you used to be.
Indeed, I seem to be picking up on that fact very clearly. One that I heard from many people that I tried to seek employment from back when I first got here.
Perhaps there is a discrepancy relating to the comparative level of oppression that you may have experienced in your youth, and their
Oh,
perceptions of it.
I don't doubt it. Erixia did tend to have favoritism towards mages. I just, well, something to think about, I suppose, for myself.
Um, and as you guys are chatting, you hear, Aurora? Is that Aurora?
I recognize this voice, I'm
You
sure.
recognize this voice. It's been a few years, but you recognize it.
Turns around and you can go ahead and introduce him.
Yeah, you see that there is a human male. Um, he's got like a very neatly oiled, like dark brown goatee and mustache. Um, Short hair that's been very much like slicked back with like pomade. He's wearing a very expensive three-piece suit, gold chain. Hanging from like a pocket watch. Lots of he's got thumb and pinky rings. You notice he's got an engagement ring on one of his fingers, and it's a very it's a very expensive suit, but it's also like a bit overly flashy. It's pinstriped, but in like a like gold and white color pattern. Which is not like totally strange in its own right, because those are the colors of Umbria, but it's still a little odd to be seeing in a suit.
How tall is he?
He's probably about he's probably a 5'9",
Okay.
5'10" maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he kind of smiles over you and got a real shit-eating grin on. Anybody can make insight checks. Aurora doesn't need to.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. 20.
18.
Antonio, it is such a surprise to see you here.
21.
It has been too long, Aurora. It's been too long, but you are looking bene.
Aurora will stick out her hand to him to ask him to kiss it.
Ooh.
Oh, look at you, still affecting airs, as he grabs your hand and looks up at you as he gives it a kiss, and he is still just grinning. He goes, I see, even though you have come so far from the presumed nobility, that you still like to keep the airs.
Indeed. I mean, maybe it's a little bit less of that and more so just, well, having some respect when speaking to your betters.
Oh, you always did think you were better than everyone you ever met. It's funny because after you achieved so much, I have not heard anything from you in years. I would assume that perhaps you would be doing better.
Well, oh, yes. These are my companions, Feng-chen Wang, Nafisa, and Soleil Sun Jiao.
All of you know that this guy clearly despises Aurora.
Pleasure to meet Antonio, was it? Soleil's gonna extend a hand.
He goes, yeah. See, Antonio Graziano, as he shakes your hand.
Oh, are you gonna do the thing where you just squeeze way too hard? Let's go.
Pleasure to meet you, Tony. My name's Soleil. Just give a knuckle crunching handshake.
Strength check.
He lets out an audible yelp at that. Once you let go of his hand, he kind of shakes it. This is also a fun fact for anybody in the audience. If you are wearing rings that are overly thick, there is a very specific way you have to shake somebody's hand. Otherwise, it is excruciatingly painful. I found this out because I come from a school with very thick class rings, and they teach you the special way to do a handshake with it. So
holy shit.
This is horribly painful for him as he yelps. It goes, as he shakes out his hand, it goes, I see you are still traveling with a barbaric lot.
Oh, hi, Mr. Graziato. We're
Graziano.
we're probably Graziato. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at the Wayfarer.
Yes,
but,
it is bikini atoll, I think. I think that is what he's trying to say. It is very difficult, I must say.
Bikini Atoll. Anyways, yeah, we're probably why you haven't heard of Aurora, because we go by an adventuring group name called the Romance Dawn. We have a song written by, by Freud, and you must have heard of him. Mm-hmm.
So you've decided to adventure now. I always thought that art was your real aspiration, but I guess you did throw it away at school, and why wouldn't you throw it away outside of school?
It's not that I've thrown it away. Thank you very much, Antonio. It's more so, I figured in order to best pursue my art, I needed to see the world as a whole, and not just from the balconies of a rich chateau, that with all the benefits that come from it, and all the blood money contracts you took.
Oh,
I prefer to see the world for as it is, not from the gaze of the pearly gates.
Oh, you sting me, Aurora, you sting me. You see, I just happen to go where people need work. I am producing what the people want. I don't feel like we are so different after all. You say that you don't go for the blood money, but if I recall, you work for the ladies of light now. Is that correct?
Indeed, I am a mage in service of the Ladies of Light.
Ah, you are a mage in service to the dragons, the mass murderers, but I happen to believe that if you're traveling around the world doing all kinds of your great inspirational work, do they pay you for your art or do they pay you to kill?
I can assure you that they don't pay us to kill, they pay us to help people, and to learn more about the ways of the world, to gain a worldly perspective.
Ah, yes, I am
Tell me,
sure.
have you been to the Sapphire Sea?
Of course not. Why would I go there?
It's a beautiful place, full of inspiration and wondrous beauty. Not that that's something that you would know very much about.
Oh, you could trust me. I have a plenty of beautiful things at my home. And as he says that, you hear uh Henri you see some servants go take that big silk covered object out of the gift pile and kind of wheel it into the center of the room. Um and Henri gets in front of it and
Before he goes, can I just quickly do something?
what are you trying to do?
Uh, I'm terribly sorry. I did not realize that you had so thoroughly failed in the understanding of manners. You have yet to shake any of the rest of our hands.
He will ignore your comment because he clearly doesn't care about the rest of you. um
Right.
and
Oof.
I'm just gonna magical tinkering. Like as he's passing, I'm just gonna like foot to foot tap. His feet smell like just the worst diarrhea dog shit.
this actually
As
seems
long
like
as he's wearing those shoes.
this seems like a huge punishment for the literally you guys right now. But yeah, and as he says, I got plenty of beautiful things at home. This object is wheeled out, and Henri goes, "If I could, uh, if I could have everybody's attention, today is my best friend, my beautiful wife, and the most gracious and kind ruler to this city, my lovely Arya's 30th birthday. And in honor of everything that she has done, not just to improve my own life, but also that of the city itself, I commissioned this statue in her honor." And the silk is taken off, and you see a beautiful statue of what is clearly a highly artistic, adapted version of Aria Ricci, where she's very much positioned like an angel, with her wings extended, opening up her hands in like a gracious way to people. And as you look at the statue, it's as if it's animated, where she is looking at each and every person that is inevitably looking up at her with a very beatific smile, as she is extending kindness and love to the person. And it's just these very subtle enchantments to the statue itself that really bring it alive and animate it. And and in honor of this, of course, I would like to thank the wonderful artist who has created this piece. Miss Verity Fontaine, could you please come forward? And at this, you see the crowd part, and you see a water ganassi woman wearing a large, it's a kind of drooping umbrella like hat, with these like glowing, magically lit up tendrils coming off of it like a jellyfish cap. And she's wearing a long, like sequinty, glittering gown that's like when you're looking up from the ocean up at the water in the sky from below, that glittering of the waves and everything. and her actual hair is like these, short anemone-like tendrils that light up in various patterns and shapes and colors as she approaches, and she does like a deep curtsy as she stands next to Henri, and she is she goes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my lord. It was an honor to be able to create this piece. And she looks out across the room and she sees Aurora. And everybody can make insight checks again.
Can I make an insight check considering I don't know who this person is?
You can make an insight check as well.
8. Every day of my life I wish I had lucky.
15.
16 from me.
Okay. Yeah, Lily and so Soleil and Aurora pick up on the fact that this woman is looking directly at Aurora with a look of shock and then rage.
And I think Aurora is honestly just applauding. She's very impressed with this work and is remembering the statue of Cognitius in the city in Venonia as well that she saw of Verity's work.
Yep.
So kind of just like looking, like not sure, assuming she must be looking at someone else, but it's applauding just very casually.
And Verity quickly kind of shakes herself out and goes, and yes, it is a great honor, and I am always thankful to the patronage of the Marcelline Dogessa, and of course you, my lord. Thank you so much. I do not wish to detract from this evening with my humble presence, as she kind of smiles, and crowd chuckles and laughs and claps and everything, and she ducks away as she weaves through the crowd, people, thanking her, shaking her hand and stuff, and her kind of being very polite and, dismissing them politely as she's weaving her way directly to Aurora.
Oh, God.
No.
As she gets there, it takes a moment for her as she just stares at Aurora before she notices the smell coming off of Antonio. And she kind of looks over at Antonio, and Antonio goes, "What? They must have cast something on me. You obviously know I would not do this." She goes, "It is all right, Antonio. You please maybe go see about getting it dispelled or washed off or whatever." And Antonio kind of mumbles something in Umbrian as he walks away for a moment.
The second he walks away, the smell changes to canned air. The second he comes back, diarrhea again.
Well, he's gonna walk away and go deal with that. He doesn't trust you.
I think, if I may,
Yeah.
As she is getting closer to Aurora, like Aurora was smiling very very calmly and applauding to her, but there's like a sudden like feeling of unsteadiness as the face becomes clearer, and almost just like she's seeing like these sort of like black and white scratched out images obscuring the face. She closes her eyes, shakes her head a bit, but just passes it off before reaching a hand out to her to sort of offer to shake her hand. It's before saying something, but I will let you go from there.
Verity looks at you and she's searching for something, and she sees your reaction and she looks down at your hand, and you see her just every fiber of her being is trying to maintain decorum as she says, "You have a lot of nerve attending something like this, wearing my ring, Aurora. I can't believe after everything you did to me, after everything you said, you would wear my ring. You bought it for me. You said it shined like my eyes and had motion like my sculpting. Every bit of it had intention. It's a culmination of what brought us together, and you wear it in front of me?
We're all here, right? We're all
Yes,
seeing
you
this.
all-
We're seeing this freak out. All right.
Takes a little sip.
I think Aurora is like falling backwards a little bit, but is kind of catching herself so very confused.
Mayor, I think there's been some kind of a misunderstanding here. There's no need to get so upset at my friend here.
She glares at Aurora as she looks at the rest of you. Goes, your friend and I have quite a deal of history, and I do not believe this is any of your business. Perhaps you should find some time to walk away and go commune with the other guests.
The way that you're behaving right now, I don't feel quite comfortable leaving her by herself with you.
No, um, she looks up, still has that same sort of like issue looking at her face. Says, I think it's probably for the best. Um, if I talk to her.
You sure, Aurora? She's coming off all kinds of crazy cuckoo right now.
Something is awfully wrong.
Very well.
All right. I don't like it, but I won't be too far away.
For what it's worth, it is a very splendid statue, and as an artist, I applaud you. And walk away.
That's such a wild thing to say after making her fiance shit his pants. I do want to ask, out of character,
Yeah.
given the remarks that we've gotten from Verity and from what we know about Aurora's deal, could any of us put two and two together, or would you like a roll for that?
That's up to you if you think Nafisa would put two and two together.
I think she would be starting to piece together thoughts, especially since she's been working on a Aurora's section in the sketchbook for this sort of thing. There's a whole section with just who's Aurora's dads. So
yeah, I'd have to second that. This is really suspicious.
this is okay, Aurora, I know you want to talk to her. Are you sure you want to talk one-on-one?
Yes. No, I think that's if we. And she looks up at Verity with like this kind of like very much a kicked puppy expression.
Mm-hmm.
If we do have this history that she is describing, then I think I need to. I don't want it to bother any of you.
Is it, and like she's kind of like taking Aurora, I'm assuming the party's having a huddle, right? Like a.
Yes,
Is it okay if I
please.
say something to her before we walk off?
I think. I can't. Please leave.
Oh, okay. They're gonna break off, or Nafisa will start breaking off then.
Already breaking off.
All right. Everybody backs off, and Verity looks at Aurora and just goes, "Why are you even here? You always hated these kind of events. You always thought you were better than them."
Can I take a second? I'm real awfully confused right now. I am. I don't think I know who you are.
I'm gonna
And oh, go ahead.
Wow.
Oh,
Continue.
I don't know what's going on here, but if what my friends tell me is true, then I've I've been forgetting things that are important to me. And if you are important to me, then I'm real sorry.
With the nat 20 that she just got on her insight check, um, you see her about to say something very, very snarky in response. But she pauses before saying it as she looks at you and she kind of gets a vibe of you genuinely don't seem to know who she is. Um, and she looks very confused.
Verity, I know you must be immensely upset with me, and if what you say is true, you have every right to be. And you may think I'm playing you for a fool, but I'm not. I, I'm I've been forgetting so much recently, and I've only come to realize it thanks to the people I've been traveling with. And they've told me even in the time with them, I've gone from talking about my dads to making up stories that they never even existed, and I don't know which is true. It scares me to death. Is that true? Do I have parents?
She's really struggling right now looking at you. She goes, Yes, Aurora, you talked about them regularly. What have you gotten yourself into?
And she'll grab her arm, the one that's monochrome, and just say, I don't know what I've gotten myself into. And I think that's the worst part of it. Were we really lovers?
She is looking like she's trying to figure out how to articulate this. She goes, Aurora, we were engaged. That's my ring. I threw it back at you after you called off the engagement, after you insulted me and insulted my family, after you decided to drop out of school and leave all of our life behind, to leave me behind. You must have forgotten me, Aurora, because I was not important enough to remember.
No. I, I mean, I still remember school, though. I remember Antonio. Why the hell would I forget you? You
She,
certainly would have been more important than Antonio.
she, you notice her attempt to be sympathetic about this, and then, as you're talking, is kind of getting her angrier. Ah, so you remember Antonio, you remember your rival more than you remember me. I
Wait,
feel
wait,
like
wait.
this is very evident as to how you have always thought of things, Aurora.
No, that can't be right. I, I'm. Please. I'm. I don't know what's going on. I just. I've been feeling this dreadful haze. It seems to be my memories. And she is like looking up, very much like tears in her eyes. And when I'm looking at you, everything is just screaming to me that it's wrong. Not that you're wrong, but I, I've always felt some detached and unknown distant fondness to this ring, like it was something that I need to protect. And in these last 2 months, even when I've found myself with less time to paint, the one piece I did finish was the Sapphire Sea. There's gotta be some part inside of me that remembers, and God, I'd give anything to remember this, so I could have the strength to make things right with all these people I've wronged and apparently forgotten. I don't want to forget anyone. If I
Aurora.
forgot any of my friends, I think it would. I don't know what I'd do.
Well, perhaps I can give you some solace as to the things you have forgotten. I am not this cherished memory for you to pursue, Aurora. Long
I
before
never.
you pretended to forget everything, you pulled off our engagement. That was a conscious and willful choice by you. I do not know how low you have sunk since then, but I can assure you that while I am sympathetic to your plight, I do not feel like I was forgotten because I mattered to you. You made that very clear to me. And that is why you still have that ring. Because I threw it back at you. Because of how you treated me. Because of how you treated my family.
Verity, I've been struggling so immensely hard since I left Lyon's, and I've failed. What I set out to do. I'm sorry that I seem to have hurt you so greatly. I'm just a big ol' failure.
It is refreshing to see you at least acknowledge some personal failing for once. And with that, she turns on her heel and walks away.
I want to go after her very briefly.
Okay.
Try and put a hand on her shoulder.
Okay.
If I might. And you could tear off leave right now if you aren't willing to hear me out at all. But I'm just I think I need your help. And I know I don't deserve it right now. But maybe I want to try.
You feel Verity's pose soften for a moment as she turns to look at you, and you see her, the little lights under her skin flaring and strobing, her eyes, sparkling in their, incandescent way, like seashells. And she has the briefest moment where she looks like she wants to say something more to perhaps give you some sympathy, and you feel like there is a sense that there is truth in that there is something that she genuinely has given you before and wants to give you again. But then it very quickly passes as she slaps your arm away and says, You never wanted my help any time I ever offered it in the past. I am tired of trying to help you when you have never wanted to help yourself. And she walks away.
Aurora probably just stands there, somberly, just looking downwards for a bit. Looks down at her arm, her left arm. Looks back at the shadow. And just asks the question, what did you do?
Silence.
I think at the silence, she turns around, looks at the party, looks towards the door, and just slowly starts to walk towards the door.
Nafisa's going to follow, not rushing after her, but
I think
kind of.
Soleil is going to stop you from doing that. Just give her a moment.
No, I think she shouldn't be alone right now, even with Nethris.
Nafisa.
She just had someone really who was probably...
Nafisa, I get it. All right. Let her breathe a bit. We'll go check on her, okay?
I'll be near her, okay? And Nafisa's gonna continue pacing after Aurora, but at, matching her pace, if not a little slower.
Yep. He's gonna tail Aurora. Feng?
I think this is out of Feng's usual wheelhouse of knowing what to do. So I think she's going to kind of just try and hold back. Like, she's not going to hide, she's not going to move away, but if Aurora wants her presence or to do something, it's up to her to make the active move.
Okay. So Aurora, you head outside. Nafisa's trailing behind you, like 10, 15 paces. What do you do upon getting outside?
Honestly, I think she just goes outside and just tries to find a little quiet corner, likely in some sort of garden,
Uh-huh.
and just sits down next to a bush and just starts to just let it out. Just crying, kind of hyperventilating a little bit.
Yeah. Odd or even Aurora?
This has been such a well resulting question for me.
Hit it.
Odd.
Even.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, as you're hyperventilating, does Nafisa want to do anything about that?
Nafisa, this isn't just needing a space. This is a full-on panic attack. She is going to, at this point, she's just taking her shoes off to move faster and is going to go sit next to Aurora. And she'll do more unless you have a thing that's going on right now, Obs.
No, you just, as Aurora is crying and you sit down next to her, you notice, a bit away, probably about, 20, 30 feet away, you see leaning against a lamppost is Alessandra, just smoking one of her long cigarette holder cigarettes as She kind of just glances over at you guys, and she is going to. She kind of looks over at you guys and takes another drag of her cigarette before she will turn and walk out of sight. She clearly sees that this is something she probably shouldn't be involved in.
I just gotta. Nafisa respects the hustle. The player hears the words "out of sight," so not out of earshot.
So Aurora, you have Nafisa sit down next to you. What do you do?
I just think probably just takes a second and looks over to Nafisa and just can't even force a smile. Just as she's still breathing really fast, kind of slides her head down and leans against Nafisa.
She'll embrace you back and hold you close and hug you. It's okay. It's okay, Aurora.
No, it's not. It's not okay.
It's always okay to cry.
No, this is not okay.
It's... Aurora, you want to cry right now, right?
I'm doing plenty of that.
Then keep going. It's okay. You don't have to tell us about it, but you aren't... From the time I've known you, you aren't a bad person. And that other lady, Verity, I can... Her anger, her rage, that feeling always comes from a source of great passion and care. I don't know the full story, much like you, but I'm certain if you two did hurt each other, it was not out of malice. You aren't a bad person, Aurora. You're one of the kindest, most caring, and socially aware people I've met.
But I'm not. I've been just running around, surviving, and just making no progress on anything that I want to do. And this. When I left school, I said to myself that I would show that I could make it on my own, and here the hell am I? I am a failure, and apparently hurt some people real bad on the way out.
She's going to let go of the hug for a second to whip out the sketchbook that is in some part of the dress or the journal. Aurora, it may not feel like we've done a whole lot. I mean, I want us to be big legendary adventurers and have more than just one song about us and tales, but every night when I go to bed, I look back at this journal and I smile, even though now may not be a smiling time. I look at what we've done, and it might not be a one-to-one path to your goal, and Nafisa will start going through the pages of the journal, and she will highlight specific moments, such as there was one free time when Aurora and Nafisa spent time together. There's a photo Nafisa took with Aurora fresh after Aurora had been painting those workers leaving the factory for the day, getting blessings from the priests offering charitable blessings. There's the work they did in the Red City with the arsonist they took down, the help they did against a potential natural disaster in the wastelands helping Wisteria. Aurora, I know this isn't the kind of work you want to do long term, and I'm very well aware that you may the day for you to end your adventuring days may come sooner than for the rest of us, but in the time you've been with us, You've done so much good, and you've recorded things that I've never seen be hung on walls before. Even if we're not to the point where we can get the world to look at it just yet, chronicling is one of the most important things we can do as a people. Professor Jacobs taught me that about his work, but how it was so important that there's some record out there, some proof that these people existed, their cultures, their experiences. You captured that. And while I can't say there aren't any others who would do the same with your medium, or who couldn't do the same with your medium, you're doing it. I can't speak for the Aurora I didn't know before, but the Aurora I've known now. I think she is someone who deserves to cry, someone who deserves to make more choices, someone who deserves a chance to spread her art and show everyone what she's after.
Lisa,
Yes?
it's, I don't know if I even knew the Aurora that came before y'all. But I have. I wanna keep helping people. And maybe I fucked up all sorts of things. But I wanna keep going. So that maybe one day I can make a bit of a difference.
We will, Aurora. All of us. Feng, Soleil, Nyx, Omega, we're all with you. And she'll, hold your hand and tighten her grip on it.
She'll return the squeeze. Say, I don't know much about my life. I certainly don't know which parts of it are real. But I don't want to be alone anymore.
I promise you, Aurora, we are never going to let go of you.
Maybe a little bit every once in a while.
No, we are going to be tighter than you, as tight to you as Nefris is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're so sweet, Nafisa.
It's easy to be sweet with people I care about.
It's not just that though. I feel like this you can help me see the good in the world again. And here you are doing it again, cheering me up. So, thank you.
You don't have to thank me, Aurora. I know that if one day I have a darker look on life, you'll help me too.
I I hope I never forget you.
Even if you did, I'd always come back, and I will annoy you until you're my friend again. Besides, I have pictures to prove it.
You do indeed.
Mm-hmm. And besides, after experiencing myself, even if the Raven Queen were to take your memories, I don't think she could efface away the good person you are. I don't think anything could.
Hmm. I still don't really know much about that,
It's okay.
but I know you folks will be here to catch me when I fall.
Always. Um, Speaking of falling, Aurora, I didn't actually get a chance to dance inside. I was wondering, despite, you know, all the snot and tears we have on us, if you'd like to dance out here really quick.
Um, that sounds nice.
Thank you. And very clearly, Nafisa's doing this to help take her mind off of things and to help her take mind off of things and to get her to shut up for a little bit because she knows she's gonna talk a lot.
She'll
But
probably just lean her, since she's so much shorter than you, just kind of lean her head against your chest and let you lead and such.
yeah, I
As
think it's sort of like, oh, good.
There you go.
I was say I imagine like as it sort of goes on, it sort of just devolves into them like holding each other close and sort of like gently swaying and spinning, and it would end in Nafisa eventually lowering her head down and doing horn nuzzles into Aurora.
Eh.
Alright.
As you guys dance, the fireworks begins to start in the upper spires. As massive displays of fireworks going off, making lots of shapes of birds and stars, and you see they do several of the Federation of the UFAS flag and everything. Is just all of these are going off for a long time actually. The people indoors, it's been probably about 10 minutes since Aurora and Nafisa left. What do you guys do?
Uh, do you think we should check on them by now?
Yeah, I think at some point, after a few minutes, Soleil would go to check on things.
I'm following the lead still, I think, so yeah.
He'll see uh the nice little interactions that are happening between Nafisa and Aurora, and just kind of look at Feng. Just, I think things are well in hand.
Hmm. She really does have quite the effect on, I suppose I cannot say other people, very much us.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Hmm.
Makes me almost a little envious.
Oh?
Hmm. I never was much good with people.
Oh. I cannot begin to have an idea of what a childhood growing up in the Feywild amidst courtly politics of the Wild Hunt would be like, but I imagine at the very least, your parents will think that you are doing your best with it.
They uh they definitely tried their best with me. I'll give them that.
Sounds like you have doubts, though. Is there something you would change?
Kind of pauses at that and like watches the fireworks for a bit and then looks back to Feng. Just, well, hoping to change things doesn't change them.
Without hope, though, there's not much reason to try to change things.
Yeah. I guess I never. Hope isn't a speciality of mine either.
Why is that?
Things don't change much in the Feywild.
Hmm. I suppose that makes it all the more satisfying when they do.
I've experienced more change in these parts than I think I ever have in the rest of the decades of my life.
Hmm.
It's enough to give a guy whiplash, to be honest. But I'm learning a whole hell of a lot. And I think that y'all have been a big part of that.
Well, I am pleased to have played a part, whatever that may be, in all of this.
Well, heck, Fung, I think you're the smartest person I know.
Oh, I do not know that. I have plenty of shortcomings, personal, professional,
He
and
kind of shrugs at that.
you would say otherwise?
No, I wouldn't say otherwise, but I'd argue that it makes you you. And I like you, Fung.
I I cannot say for sure that I am particularly good at changing either, or believing change can happen in myself at least. But I um, I do thank you for that, and maybe you're right. Maybe there is just something inherent to the material plane that allows for such change, but I think you're capable of being far more than the than the simple hunter that you make yourself out to be. And I should hope that you find not for us or for our sakes, but for your own peace of mind, some knowledge that you are worth more than well, you're worth more than just the duties of a dog.
Hmm. Kind of tilts his head a little bit, and the eyes behind the mask sort of gleam ever so slightly. Just maybe so. But I'm damn good at what I do.
I must say, you have a more handsome face than I think you give yourself credit for.
Damn right. Can't afford to have y'all falling in love with me if I take this thing off.
Well, If that's the only reason, then I see no reason why you shouldn't take it off already. You certainly seem to have won our party over. Perhaps even myself. Perhaps.
Hmm. Well, in that case, I think I'll keep it on just a little longer. I'd like to know that I've actually earned your affections then.
What grand trial and tribulation would you have us mere courtiers partake in to
Oh,
entreat our case?
I hadn't thought that far, to be honest. I never thought I'd ever take this off.
Why is that?
Life's easier as a hunter.
Hmm. Easier, but does it make you happier? Or is it simply easier to not allow yourself to think of yourself as a full person?
Now, hold
Only
on
half.
now. I would have thought that you and I share a kindred spirit in this, and he
Mhm.
points to your opera mask.
Oh, I admit I'm not immune to the allure of the masked mystique, but I would like to think that it is just a part of me, not all of me.
Hmm. Maybe I've yet to figure out all of me.
Well, I certainly hope to be there to see you when you do.
I think
There's a great many people, Soleil, that expect a great many things out of you. But I'd wonder if, not for the obligations of the hunt or of filial piety, what would make you happy?
Huh. I've never really had the chance to think about it, but being with y'all makes me happy. I suppose that's a start.
I'm glad. And perhaps if the lot of if the lot of you can try to so thoroughly disabuse me of the notions of my own inadequacy, then perhaps I can impress upon someone such as yourself the same.
Hmm.
I must admit, though, looking at them, it does make one wish to dance. Would you care?
Well, I would never think to decline such a lovely partner, thank you.
And you guys dance under the fireworks. Um, Omega just standing to the side watching all this. I had so many I had so many snarky things to say, but you guys kept talking, so I couldn't interject them.
Oh no. They're
Omega
learning
keeping a
social
log of
wars.
snarky comments.
Yeah, I had so many, but I didn't want to detract from the RP. So yeah, you guys dance. You see Nafisa and Aurora do their horn bop. You guys in turn see Feng and Soleil dancing. What do you guys do when you reach your
I don't know
dance
what
event?
our equivalent of I don't know what our equivalent of the horn bob would be.
Well, you have horns and he has antlers. You theoretically could duplicate
mhm.
it.
I mean, that's true. That's something we're gonna have to workshop.
I think at least probably as we come back together, Aurora much more stable at this point, but still like, puffy eyes probably. We'll just be like, I'm I'm doing better. So I'm sorry I ran away even a little bit. But it'll be okay.
It's okay to be frightened and upset. I'm glad to hear you are doing even slightly better.
Yeah.
That was a
She'll
hell of a rude awakening she gave you.
No, that's a fair way to put it. I can't really. I'm not really feeling up to processing that right now. But there was a moment, at least, where she looked at me with some soft sense of kindness. So maybe we can get better.
Maybe, yeah.
She was, I suppose, my fiance. I proposed to her. Then I apparently decided to leave and called her family a bunch of rich assholes and left. So, which I mean, kind of does sound like me, but I don't know. Whatever state I was in that day must not been very good.
Not to speak ill of patrons, but I find myself increasingly worried of her corvid majesty and the exact terms of this deal.
Yeah, you and me both. Looks down at the shadow.
Can I insight? Can I insight that you and me both to see if it's genuine or not? Or
Sure.
Yeah.
the 15?
Is it genuine or not, Aurora?
It's very genuine. I don't really know what's going on, but I mean, yeah, how could I forget the person I was engaged to and not the fucking asshole that takes blood money for his art?
Ugh, yeah,
Like,
that Tony guy. I've known him
Oh,
for
yeah,
about 5
gracias.
seconds and I hate him.
he is the worst. Like, there was so many in school. He was always third, like in terms of the top of the class. Myself being first, and every time with that, like, we presented pieces and such, and I took home the gold, he would just be there glaring at me and just looking at me all funny and just, God,
If it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure I broke his thumb and Feng made him smell like poo, so...
That is so fantastic to hear. Please continue to do that if you ever see him again. That man is a piece of shit.
Duly
yes,
noted.
that reminds me. Remotely turning back on the diarrhea shoe.
If it is akin to the cantrip prestidigitation, it would definitely have worn off by now.
But yeah. Do you think we can about time to head back?
I think Zelek already went back to the car, but would she? Yeah, we should probably go back. Yeah. Actually, guys, do you think Zelek is having a good time right now? Like, she had a good time through the night? I don't think so, but what if
Well,
we were to?
if she's not at the party and she went back to the car, I imagine she's probably having a good time now.
Hey, yo.
We smash cut the road they
Next-
driven to
next
make
is-
out point.
Not in front of my dog.
Not in front of my blind dog.
No, Nyx can see. She sees very well.
I mean, is it like tremor sense? Then, like, as long as they're
It's
doing
just flavor.
it
It's
above
just flavor.
ground.
You got
It's
magic
flavor.
eyes.
Special eyes.
Do you guys go back to the car?
Yeah. I think we're done for the night. I was thinking maybe we it'd be really cute if we paid a musician on break to play music for Zelek to dance to, but yeah, a little extra.
I think we've done the damage to Zelek.
But we could do more.
As you get back to the car, you see that the back of it's open, and you see Sarek just sitting on the back seat with Nyx laying her head on one side of his lap, and then Zelek asleep on the other side of his lap.
I gotta know, is he smoking?
No, he is not.
Okay.
And he looks up at you guys approaching and kind of raises one of his scaly ridged eyebrows at you guys. Kind of doing so you guys clearly were giving Zelek a difficult night as the vibe he is giving off.
Yes, we had a very wonderful night with Zelek. It's good that you can let her rest now, though.
Right.
We can start it back if you want, if you're comfortable.
I think that would probably be best.
You could also take Nyx for a walk if you would like some time away from that particular duty with her.
We can always walk back, yeah.
No, Major Domo Karen requires some time to rest after her festivities.
No, I mean, we could all walk back with Nyx, and you could take the car back later by yourselves.
It's fine.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to drive on.
Yeah, he slides out from under Zelek and goes over to the front of the car. But yeah, with that, you guys can load up in and drive back to the lady's estate. And upon returning, quote unquote, home, Sarek picks up Zelek and takes her to her room to put her to bed. And is there anything you guys want to do before bed?
Nothing I can think of.
Just a real quick conversation with Soleil, 3 minutes tops.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Yep. Probably while they're getting ready for bed, Aurora just gonna go over to him and just be like, knock on the door. I assume he lets her in, yeah?
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah. And I think she's going to just kind of silently get ready for bed and then just wait for him to come in and or come to bed before once again, without saying anything, just kind of bury herself in his embrace.
Gives her a big tight squeeze. Not like total bear hug, but just, a nice, firm, comforting hug. You okay?
No,
Yeah, I should have guessed that.
it's all right though. I mean, no, it's not. Um, we'll talk about this later, but you got my back, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't come after you.
No, no. It's okay. I didn't expect anyone to come after me, but maybe that's my mistake.
I think
And
Nafisa knows what all of us need more than we do ourselves.
yeah, no, you may be right. But I think whatever's going on is probably something to do with her. So, um, I'd appreciate any help you can give.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some ends, I've got some connections.
Hmm.
I'll do what I can, but I don't want to upset you any further, but I have to be honest. There's not a guarantee this can be resolved. At least not in the way I think you're hoping it might.
If that's the case, then so be it. I guess I've made my bed.
Yeah, but once the bed's made, we get to choose what to do with it,
Hmm. Yeah,
so to speak.
right. Let's get some rest. She's just gonna nuzzle herself back in and just go nonverbal, probably for the night.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As everybody snoozes the night away, you finish your time at the ball, and with some revelations, some sensations, and some hope for the future, um, you're able to wake up the next morning. You have no strange dreams tonight. Perhaps the strange things that happened were only in your waking hours. Um, but there will be something that happens to Soleil today, uh, before we wrap up. Um, Soleil, the next
Yeah.
the next day, you're going about your idle actions. Even though Federation Day has passed, people still continue partying, festivities, and stuff for several days after. And as you go out to sample some more mortal snacks, carnival food, um, you see a guy in an alley is staring you down. Um, he looks to be a shady character.
I presume unfamiliar to me?
Correct.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Give a bit of a glance in that guy's direction, take a few steps, check to see if his eyes are still on
Yep.
me.
He looks at you and nods to the alley.
Meeting strange people in alleyways, what's the worst thing that could happen? Um, yeah, I think taking a little look around, looking to see if there's anybody else that kind of seems to be watching him slash this interaction.
Not
Um,
not in the way this guy is. Like people look at
All
you because
right.
you're weird looking, but like not
Sure.
like the way this guy is staring at you.
All right, just making sure I'm not gonna get jumped by some unknown
Yeah.
person as I follow this guy into the sketchy alleyway. Uh, yeah, I guess he'll walk in.
The blood bowls pop out. No,
Oh
no,
You wouldn't kill me in an alleyway, would you, Obs?
they, go get the full Bertram Bell treatment. As you enter the alley, he backs deeper into it for a little bit, and then he looks at you and goes, "Yeah, the election could be going better."
There's a flicker of recognition in Soleil's eyes, and just kind of nods and goes, "Well, we all have our difficulties voting."
I cast my ballot, but I don't know who will ever see it. Lazlo sent me.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, he says that he's calling in that marker that you owe him. Says he needs you to return to Sigoviste.
I presume sooner rather than later.
Preferably. Things ain't exactly going terribly stable there after the death of that archmage.
I'll leave for a couple weeks and things are falling apart.
It kind of shrugs and goes, I ain't based there. I'm just relaying the message from the assemblyman.
All right, I think I can mosey on over there. I need to talk to Lazlo about something anyway, so I suppose yeah, he can cash in that favor. It's only fair.
I have been told to tell you that should be expecting some wet work.
Is that so?
Things have gotten awfully complicated there.
More complicated than usual?
Significantly.
How complicated we talking?
Real career-ending prospects is what's been relayed to me. But the greater details, only Lazlo could truly let you know more.
All right. Probably need a day or so to gather my party and yeah. You let Lazlo know I'm on the way.
Will do. I'll see it that it's conveyed. You'll be expected, and just a little word of advice. Things have gotten real chaotic there, so it probably ain't gonna be necessarily easy access to the city itself.
They like tighten security or something, or
Kind of the opposite. More people with guns than possible security. Everybody's trying to make some of themselves, apparently, and total breakdown of the normal structures.
Yeesh. Who'd have thought this one guy was holding everything together?
Apparently, he had enough dirt on enough people that he had it on contingency on his death that it was all released to the public. Heads have rolled, both literally and metaphorically.
Uh-huh. Internally, Soleil's mind is just swimming with the fact that, like, he killed one guy and now his city is, like, falling into chaos. The butterfly effect is, like, blowing his mind right now.
Yep.
But uh Rhett, shit. Well, I guess we handled danger and chaos pretty well, so shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Sorry, the fucking Lily comment in Discord. Too real, too real. But yeah, and he just kind of nods and goes, "Well, they will be expecting you. Any other hands you can bring, of course, will be much appreciated."
Sure enough. Am I meeting him at the usual place, or have
Yeah,
things shifted around a bit?
yeah. The safest place to meet him is the restaurant.
All right. Well, be seeing you, or probably not actually.
Yeah, I ain't stupid enough to make it that far east. I'll stay here, where things are comparatively stable. But happy hunting anyway.
Thank you. Give him a little nod and
Yep.
exit the sketchy alleyway.
Yep, he nods back and disappears. Um, Aurora, in the
Uh-huh.
idle time after the event, you actually get a letter delivered by a courier.
Right. I just as a little extra flavor, I imagine Aurora is kind of furiously painting, upset at everybody for telling her or for shit talking her painting last night.
Excellent. Um, but yeah, you get a letter from Antonio.
This fucking guy. Okay.
Ugh.
Um, when you read it, it's typed out in gold lettering, and it says that he is actually opening a an art gallery in a different city in Umbria, and that he has some students that are currently working with him in specifically the city of Uravino, the otherwise known as the City of Life in Umbria, and that he would love the opportunity to have you come and critique his work, and that he will pay you 1,200 federal credits to do it, as
Oh,
well as give you lodging before the exhibit opens to the greater city and world.
This fucking guy. What a piece of shit. It's just like, okay, well, it's not much of a job, but it is money. But yeah, okay. I don't think she'll immediately respond to it, but she will probably bring it forth to the party later.
Okay. And then, last but not least, Feng.
mhm.
One of the kobolds flags you down and says that something has arrived for you.
Okay. I wasn't expecting anything, but I'll take a look.
The kobold takes you outside where there is a brand new Emerald King Motors car, specifically one of the high-end sedans known as the Galloglass. And this is a very high-end, like, kind of sports sedan produced by Emerald King. And there is a beautiful, exquisitely penmanship note from High Lord Reese Duderay, thanking you for your time with the company, and hopefully this will be a gentle reminder of your importance to the company and to the family, without acknowledging any liability for what happened to
Of course.
you. There is like magical small print that basically says this is not an acceptance of any liability. Accepting this vehicle does waive all potential recourse.
Well, I assume technically by not just turning it away immediately, I've already technically accepted it. Plus,
you see the print disappear as if something was fulfilled.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, well, it's a free car. I'll start looking at what I can potentially do to modify it. Oh, I've seen these babies before. They're nice. I've still got a couple of ideas left in the tank that can make it better, though.
Excellent. And so, with that, we will end here for tonight with a brand new car, as well as two potential options for the future. One with the reviled Antonio giving easy money and a chance to shit on him, and the other being a favor getting called in by a crime lord for the consequences of Soleil's own actions.
Real hard choice. Real difficult choice.
My players will have an opportunity to decide which one they would want to do first, and we will be picking up with that next time. So thank you everybody for coming to our last session of the month. I hope you had fun. If you haven't done so already, please give me a follow here on Twitch. Give me a sub over on YouTube where we have every episode of this campaign. Give me a follow on Blue Sky, and you can join my Discord, the Eternal Citadel, and be a part of my incredible community. I want you all to know you're all beautiful, amazing, and valid people, and I hope you enjoyed spending your evening with us nearly as much as we enjoyed spending it with you. And never forget the most important part, which is that the world is better having you in it. You should also go check out all of my wonderful players. They all have campaigns in their own right. Many of them are streamers, and you can go watch them. Lily is also a wonderful artist who predominantly draws D&D stuff. And thank you for the follow, Pokemon Cool One. Welcome, welcome. If you are a follower, please copy down the call to hugs. If you're a sub, please copy down the knight's message. We are going to raid my good friend Christy, who is currently streaming some Elden Ring and is raising money for Trans Lifeline. So you know how we feel about Trans Lifeline in this household. We're big fans. So we're gonna go send them some love. If you want to donate, feel free to do it. And I hope you guys have a great night. So let's go send them lots of love. All right, everybody, have a great night and the sweetest of dreams. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.